Hello to all my good vibing Taurians. This is Brandy, and we're gonna do your 12 placements. Okay, I have pre-shuffled. Let's get started. Thank you again. I appreciate your vibrations. Um, Underneath the deck, though, we do have the Devil, and we have the Ace of Swords, which is temptation. So I think you are gaining some clarity over something toxic, smoking, relationship, bad eating habits, bad routine. All right. You place that where it goes for you. So in your first house of self and your outlook on life, awesome, Tauruses, we have the King of Wands. Do you see how he is very passionate about whatever his focus is on? You're feeling good. Again, could be tied to an Aries. I don't know. It is a general reading for all of the Tauruses or crosswatch whoever is watching me. So this is about yourself, the first house, your personality. You're a very confident individual. Okay? Whatever you set your sights on, you do it, you feel accomplished, especially right now. And I think that's really good for Tauruses, especially in the last year. You've got your groove back, my love. You got your groove back. You're feeling sexual, you're feeling creative, you're feeling good. Even through all this nonsense, you're feeling great. Very confident. Nice. The second house, which is House of Taurus. What do we have? I don't really like that, though. We have the Five of Cups. So, in money and your possessions, you may be feeling like you don't have enough. You're not really seeing around you of what it is that you actually do have. You may be looking at the spilled cups, the lost job, the lost relationship, whatever that's tied to money. Okay, you are needing to look up and maybe be a little more appreciative. And I'm hearing literally, get rid of the things that are binding you, your possessions. I feel that more powerfully here. Get rid of the things that are binding you. Get rid of the things that come and muck up your emotions, that stall you from really moving forward and attaining what it is that you need. Okay. Your third house, which is Gemini, kind of the house of communication and travel, siblings, neighbors. Okay, we have the Two of Wands, so you could definitely be voicing yourself here, trying to be the light for people, like middle ground, I'm hearing, because the Two of Wands are all about action, spirituality, really. I mean, there's a lot of cards that are tied to that, but the Two of Wands for, it's great, actually. So you may be getting ready to take just a small mini trip, like for 1 or 2 days, to see your family members, or just get a little vacation, which is going to help you be able to open up, communicate a lot better, and, you know, get a new sense. Get a new sense of self and be able to openly communicate, talk, and write better. I feel you. So your fourth house of home, roots, family, racial traditions. I don't know why I just said that. Sorry. Your heritage. Page of Earth. So we have the Page of Pentacles. I am being distracted right now by an Aries, just so you know. So we have the Page of Pentacles, which is home. So Aries actually got the Page of Wands. So it's, you may be collaborating, or you have a Venus and Aries, something. Okay, it could be a cusper, but it's like really starting something, starting a project, something new. I can't. Anyway, we have the Page of Pentacles, right? So you're starting to invest a little more, I think, into the foundation, okay? Or you want to do another foundation. There's something that you're trying to learn about to improve upon, okay? Even your traditions, you could be trying to learn something new that's really going to help you move forward in your family ties. The fifth house of self-expression and love affairs, okay, hobbies, we have the King of Swords. So I feel with that, you may have been wearing a mask because you didn't want to seem too weird to other people. I know. Sorry. If you're watching me, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm weird to everyone else. I literally get described to people who have never met me. This is my friend Brandy. She's a little weird. Why? Because I'm open. I don't let people bind me up. Bah. Anyways, this could even be being single, okay? With the love affairs section, you are really trying to turn maybe a hobby or a recreational thing into expression and putting that up, seeing a clear logical path, right? And also blocking anyone who does not have your best intentions at heart for your self-expression. Like, be gone, be gone, right? And if it comes to children, just don't be so stern. Remember, they are kids, okay? With it being in your love affairs, you could be, you know, taking a break. Could be taking. Are you kidding me? Is that a good sign? I literally just killed this with my ring. That's killing me. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing. I do not. Bless me, folks. Bless me. All right. So moving on to the 6th house. This is it's your money and your work, your service, your your employment, your health, and your diet. They're not looking so good with the 5 of Swords here. There's a lot of mental conflict of like people interfering with you being able to set your routine. I think that's where this is coming in here. Of like your self-expression, because this is like public works, social service, your employment, your health, your diet, your routines. The 5 of Swords is like defeat. It's defeat. Walking a thin line because people around you are going absolutely insane right now. It's like you're trying to tiptoe through the madness and have a a good routine going for yourself. And it's like that's kind of hard to do at the moment because a lot of people are affecting that. So I'm thinking that you really need to cut these ties and these boundaries right now and really do some self-reflection so you can get on a better path. Do not let anyone or anything cause this for you. No matter what's going on, do your best. All right. The 7th house of partnerships, legal contracts, other partnerships. So we have the Page of Wands. Okay, this is possibly starting a new job, starting a something that's going to be tied and bound, like something legit, on the legit, right? You're young at heart, maybe something new that you haven't started, talking to someone about something, starting something new. This is just so a legal contract could be a marriage, it could be a business. You got to put it where it goes. As again, this is general, but this is very light-hearted energy. Okay, transformative energy, really tapping into yourself, into your creative side, your spirituality, and making this decision. You're like, okay, it's almost like a full energy to me. Like, okay, here we go. I'm going to learn about it as we go. I'm going to learn about it as we go. Let's get to it. Okay. The 8th house, which is Scorpio, which is sex, death, and transformation. So you may be linked to an Aries. It's not good for me. Okay. Because Aries in this got the 3 of Cups. You, my love, have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is hurtful. It's release. It's a breakup. It's betrayal, right? It's feeling kind of lost. So in the sex, death, transformation sector of money, of inheritances, insurances, it's total transformative 8th house for PS. This is from June 15th to July 15th. This is the month reading. I think I forgot to mention that. So, anyways, there's going to be a loss, okay? It's going to be a little hurtful. Maybe you and your partner haven't been having sex, or you haven't been having sex. You are definitely, I see, worried about your money here and your job, your employment, okay? And I think this is tied to this. So we're really going to need to work to put the boundaries up and keep people out of our environment that cause a lot of hurt. This could even be a friend saying some harsh words to you, which is really going to affect your inner being. Even though you're doing great right now, you're being very confident. I just heard within the next 7 to 8 days, this could be an issue. Don't let it be. Okay, you got a lot of new wonderful things in front of you, and money. Go out, do your best, make it as you can. Cut some ties, cut people funneling out of your money, whatever. Be self-reliant. All right. So moving on to the 9th house, which is of Sagittarius. It is of goals, direction, religion, higher education, philosophy, foreign endeavors, foreign trips, foreign people. Transformation, which is death and rebirth. And I do love this card. It reminds me of a little girl that I know, but like an older version of her, because it has her sweet little face. So it's really always not a bad card when I pull this, but this is you are releasing something to go into a different direction, okay? Because it's going to be the best thing for your intuition. You could be wanting to travel, so you are having to let this relationship go, because we did just have the 3 of Swords. You're letting a belief go. You're letting a goal go so you can step into something else, okay? You may have had yourself everywhere, which has been affecting your money, your love life, all those good things, and realizing now you have to release one of those things in order to get to where you want to go. Okay, a higher education, so you're going to have to release something to get there. You're wanting to travel, so you may have to sell something and give something up. You got to put this where this goes, but this is for your goals, direction, and spirituality, pretty much. So you are changing that mindset and releasing something so you can move on. All right, your 10th house, which is Capricorn, which is about your social stance, politics, your public standing, your status, your drive, your ambition. Nice. We have the sun. So after death, we have the sun. Okay. So you're looking good. You're in the public eye. You're learning to speak better. All right. Because you've took that small trip now. People are seeing you as an influencer. Okay, with the sun here, which is also Leo. Your public standing, people may put you on a high pedestal. That's cool. Your politics, you try to be open-ended and see everyone's view, because the sun is very clear. They're very clear. It's a very clear path here for a career that you want. It's very clear standing on how you feel in the public eye. It's a very clear understanding of your status, right? And the profession now that you're wanting to go into, because I have a lot of release, right? You've been going through a lot of mental conflicts here, Taurus. And you're releasing some of those things, some of those people, so you can really be happy. Aries also got the sun, but in the different deck. So moving on to the 11th house, which is ideals, your friends. It's a house of Aquarius, your social groups, your hopes, your wishes. We have the Hermit. Okay, so you're not completely wanting to share this possibly with the people in your surroundings about the idea, the clarity that you've gotten, or maybe even keeping your political stance now to yourself, right? Keeping what it is that you're hoping to go towards to yourself, not sharing that with everyone because you're still trying to figure out the odds and ends of it. You're really trying to figure out that idea, like the details of it because it does represent Virgo. So that quick thing, I do have a $12 pre-recorded class on colors, numbers, and the 12 house placements. You get the link to the video, and then you get the text. So if you just want to reference that, because it's a lot of understanding about colors, because colors make a big part of this. So this isn't completely vibrant. It's kind of dingy because you're still trying to work those things out. So I will link my Etsy link directly to that if you want to purchase it. It's $12, and you can go back and forth to it whenever you wish. Now, the last and final house is the house of Pisces, the house of self-sacrifice, behind the scenes, your intuition, the things that bind you, self-sabotage, you know, and past repression. Let's see what this card is, Taurus. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like you plant the seeds and then you don't follow out. Okay? So just because something isn't coming within the first week, do not fret. You have planted the seeds. Do not pull out. Keep going, but you are going to have to put your focus on that one thing just until it gets off the ground. That way you have a nice routine going. You haven't self-sabotaged it, right? You're just looking at a lot of things that haven't worked out in the past, and I think with the Hermit and the Sun, you are gaining the clarity that you're needing in order to reap what it is what you sow and to stop self-undoing. Okay, right. Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups and the Empress at the bottom of the deck of this whole reading, even though I started out with that. That is really the whole thing summed up here, is learning what it is that stops you, keeping the people away from you that stops you and gives you mental conflict and wants to argue with you and just be toxic, the toxic ways in your health and your diet and your money and the way you do things. You are really realizing what it is that you want to grow, knowing it takes a minute, and taking the direction to do so. Something that's very fulfilling to you, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, my love. Please make sure you hit subscribe if you have not. Really helps a girl out. Support your readers. Support every reader, especially if you watch them, just by hitting subscribe. Definitely helps us out. Do appreciate that. I am doing one question, no matter what the question, for $7 through my Cash App. My Cash App is, of course, the $ Brandy Tarot, BRANDYTAROT. Send $7 in your question, and I will pull some spread, and I will give you the text back, because I don't use Apple. Okay? So just do that through there, and I bid you a farewell and a happy month.